Hey folks, it is Wednesday, March 8th. The time is ridiculously early, 5:47 a.m., and the temperature right now is around minus 2 degrees Celsius. And I am here at Pearson International Airport, and this would be Terminal 3. And as per usual, I'm a little bit early for my flight. I think boarding is at 9 a.m. And I am boarding a flight to Punta Cana on Swoop Airlines, and I'm just looking for it here. It is going to be up there somewhere. Just give me 1 second. (9:30) WO642 B5. I have already checked in and have my boarding pass on my phone. I hope I have my passport in my backpack. So I'll be heading over to security, and then I'll stop recording while I pass through security. And then I will resume on the other side. And this is my first time flying with this airline. I think they started back in 2018. And they're owned by the larger carrier WestJet. So it's a bit of a no-frills discount carrier. They've got 32 destinations and 16 planes. And there's Porter. I flew with them going to Montreal not long ago. And there we go, gates B and C. So it is almost time to do the security dance. Doesn't look very busy at all in there. So what I'm gonna do is put my camera away and hop in this line, and I will resume when I get on the other side. So I will see you in hopefully a couple of minutes. All right, so that was relatively quick and painless. And that security screen there was for domestic and international flights, excluding the US. And apparently there is a pet relief area just over here. That's neat. So I don't think I'm going off in that direction. I think it said B5. And the reason US flights are separate is you have to go through US Customs and do a pre-clearance in Canada. I think there's too much glare to really get much of a look outside of the window there. So I need to get some coffee in me and a meal. And I am not traveling solo, so I need to find the other members of my party. There it is. B5 on time, 9:30. So this is the older of the two major terminals here. And if this looks familiar, I think this is pretty much the same route I walked when I did my Toronto to Montreal video. And I flew out on February 1st. And up until that point, all the times I've recorded videos through here were in Terminal 1, which I do think is quite a bit nicer. I don't really have any issues with T3. There's a premium lounge. Subway is open. I would imagine there's a lot of Canadians flying out to the Caribbean. It is March break. Although being a Wednesday, I don't think this would be the busiest day. And our tickets with Swoop, I think, cost around $800 each. There's the hotel and resort. On top of that, often Canadians will book an all-inclusive package that includes the flight and the resort, and usually you end up flying through Sunwing or Air Transat. I think there's also Air Canada Vacations. I don't really know. I don't normally do the all-inclusive thing. Vino Volo. There's an Urban Crave, authentic street cuisine. I went to one of those in Montreal. All right, it says B5 down here. All right, this is looking very familiar. And if you go to Google Street View, these B1 to B5 gates almost appear to be a separate terminal, which would explain this long underground walkway you have to take to get to them. I've got so much time I might end up backtracking. And heading back to where I was to find a bite to eat. They say for international flights to get here 3 hours early. Obviously there's a number of variables at play. And I don't really check bags. I've just got my small carry-on here and a small backpack. So I don't have to line up and check in or do any of that stuff. I've got a digital boarding pass. So I think you can safely probably cut 30 minutes off of that 3 hours if you're doing that, but don't blame me if you do that and you end up missing your flight. I'm always the guy that comes way too early anyways. So when I flew out of Porter, or when I flew out of here with Porter, sorry, it's early in the morning. It might have been gate B5 that I flew out of as well. Crossing international borders with cannabis is illegal. And there is my gate. Exactly the same gate that I flew out of last time. And it looks like there's a flare plane boarding. And I've had some requests to do a sunrise video. Oh, what do you know? We've got the sun rising. I don't think this counts. There's a Swoop plane. Apparently they have power outlets on board. And USB, of course. There's no entertainment system. That's not really a big deal these days. There should be a Timmy's just up here on the right. There it is. Often the Timmy's at the Terminal 1 international departures is packed. Maybe a smoothie will be in order. The tap and pour. I remember when I flew to Montreal, I sat just over there and I did an Instagram live. But that is it for this first leg of the journey. I might resume recording later, I'm not really sure. They are waiting to go to Calgary. So if you're bored, you can go and check out the history of the airport. I'm pretty sure this isn't it, and I'll be back. I just gotta decide if I want Timmy's or Booster Juice. I think that'll do. I'll just hang out on this end. I don't really feel like an overpriced airport restaurant meal at this point. All right, I will return, I think. So it is now 8:13 a.m. So about 47 minutes till boarding. And as you can see, the sun is out. My gate is off in that direction, and I think the plane is there. I'm just waiting over here where it's a bit quieter. All right, back to pretending to be asleep in a chair for some reason. And away we go. I'll be sitting in 6C, I believe. Hi. Good morning. 6C should be right here on the right. There we go. And I am on. Pretty bare bones arrangement, but nice and close to the front. And I will be back.
De consignes lumineuses concernant les ceintures de sécurité et l'interdiction de fumer. Prenez quelques instants pour les repérer maintenant.
to Punta Cana. As we taxi to the gate, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and all cabin baggage stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and that seatbelt sign is turned off. Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes and vaporizers, is only permitted in designated smoking areas of the terminal, which is nowhere. You may now connect your mobile device to a network, and if you have any questions about connecting flights or baggage, please speak to one of the Swoop agents inside the terminal, who will be happy to assist you. If you require assistance to deplane, please remain in your seats, and we will help you as soon as the aisle is clear. We will be using stairs or a ramp to leave the aircraft today, so please be careful, watch your step, and follow the directions of the agents on the ground. Smoking is prohibited on the ramp area. Do not use cell phones, earphones, or portable electronic devices while you make your way to the terminal. On behalf of this Toronto-based crew, thank you for including us in your travel plans. We wish you a warm welcome home, a great stay in the area, or a safe and pleasant onward journey to your next destination. Thank you for choosing to fly Swoop, and we'll see you again soon.
Veuillez rester assis et garder votre ceinture bouclée pendant que nous nous déplaçons au sol. Tous les bagages doivent être rangés jusqu'à ce que l'avion soit immobilisé et que la consigne des ceintures soit éteinte. Il n'est permis de fumer et d'utiliser des cigarettes électroniques ou d'autres articles de vapotage que dans les endroits désignés dans l'aérogare. Vous pouvez maintenant connecter votre appareil mobile à un réseau. Si vous avez des questions sur les vols de correspondance ou les bagages, veuillez parler à l'un de nos agents à l'intérieur de l'aérogare qui vous aidera avec plaisir. Si vous avez besoin d'aide pendant le débarquement, veuillez rester à votre place et nous vous aiderons dès que l'allée sera libre. Comme nous allons descendre sur la piste par un escalier, nous vous demandons de faire attention en sortant de l'appareil et de suivre la direction indiquée par les agents au sol. Il est interdit de fumer au niveau de la rampe. Veuillez ne pas utiliser vos cellulaires, écouteurs ou appareils électroniques portatifs pendant que vous vous rendez à l'aérogare. Au nom des membres de l'équipage, nous vous remercions d'avoir voyagé avec nous. Nous vous souhaitons un bon retour, un bon séjour dans la région ou un parcours agréable et sécuritaire vers votre prochaine destination. Merci d'avoir choisi Swoop. Au plaisir de vous accueillir à bord bientôt.
It is hot. And our plane wasn't able to make its way to one of those gates for about 30 minutes. Apparently all the existing gates were full. That was a pretty good flight. We got here quicker than it was scheduled to have arrived. There's an Air Transat plane. There's a lot of those, and Sunwings, and a few Swoops. And straight into a huge immigration line. Oh man. Let's hope this is not a long process. It is currently 2:02 p.m. So when I get to the other side, I will resume and let you know how long that took. All right, that was a very long experience. It is now 2:52 p.m. And I think I'm through. There's a whole bunch of confusion and chaos. Some people were told to register on a machine. Some people are doing everything online in terms of filling in your customs information. And no one seemed to complete either of them, but luckily the gentleman just took my passport and stamped it and said, in you go. So here we are. All right, I see a bathroom.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So I'll be back to wrap this one up. And we're back. So apparently there should be someone with a sign holding one of our names on it. That'll be our taxi to the resort. And it looks like there's a security clearance on the way out. All right, I'm gonna put my camera stuff away and I will be back once again. So I'm guessing this is where we'll find someone with a sign with their name on it.
Yo, which company, man?
Although these appear to be all different tour companies.
Sir, hola. Which company would you go?
We booked it online. We booked it online. So we're just,
Yeah, you know what is the company?
no, booking.com. We booked it through.
Booking.com serve a lot of company transfer. You have a voucher. The voucher say.
All right, so long story short, we made it. It is now 4:27 p.m. and I'm here at the resort. And I haven't yet had a chance to change into some more comfortable clothing, but I'll do that soon. Well, as soon as I get over to the room. And there'll be a full walkthrough of the resort in the coming days, so you can look forward to that on the channel. All right, so I think I need to go this way. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and if you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And I think that's about it. And there's a super thanks button appearing below these videos if you wish to say thanks that way. It is very confusing around here, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So thanks for watching as I made my way from Pearson Airport in Toronto to Punta Cana in the Dominican. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.